All right, I think we are live. Welcome to the first edition of BDQ Casts. I am Code Dameron, and I am here with my co-host Cure Mode.
I'm here.
This is our first cast, and I'm excited. We are here to talk about a couple of the top games from Adepticon, which was this past weekend. Right now, we have the top 16 game queued, and we have Colleen at her deck is Eos Vex, and Tyler at Wom Racer. And I have the links in the description. But we wanted to do a preamble. I haven't seen this game. Kiermit hasn't seen this game. We wanted to talk about these decks and how we think it's going to go. Right?
Yeah, we've been actively not watching these games because we want our reactions to the plays to be natural. And we haven't looked at the decks either. We put them out there. We haven't really looked at them.
We might be referencing this deck list during the game. I think flipping back here is cool when we're casting like retroactively after the game has already happened, and you really can't do that in person. But yeah, I think I want to look at the decks and I want to know what they're playing. So this is, which one is this? This is Eos Vex, the aggressive Volcano Predator. This is Colleen's deck.
Yeah.
Okay, there are bomb cards in here. I see a lot of bombs.
There's removal for days here. You got 2 Nature's Call, Lost in the Woods, Mimicry for their best removal spell, 2 Whispers, Poison Wave. It's pretty good.
I also see like actual Amber control, Amber generation. Anger and Blood Money are. I think Lava Ball also has an Amber on it. Mighty Javelin, like actual Amber generation in Brobnar. Not to mention Shadows with just a ton of Amber. Bait goes.
Not a lot of Amber control though. So if you look at this deck, Brobnar brings basically nothing to the table. They got Crump. Untamed brings nothing to the table. So you're banking on Amber control-wise.
Yeah.
Right? So at second level of the pyramid, right? Because it also doesn't have a key charge either. So your Amber control, you got the 2 Baits, the 2 Whispers, the Bruno. And that's really it. So if this deck has to take a massive lead, right? If Colleen finds herself behind, there's really no going back. But I mean, you have the pieces here to get a lead, right?
Yeah,
like
I
look at this
I think there's enough room to race.
Like you can build a really big board of Brobnar dudes that are hard to kill really fast. Because like Earthshaker and Heb the Huge can just wipe out opposing boards. Trolls are hard to kill, and you just start reaping with those guys. Like that's probably your route to victory with this deck in particular. And then the Untamed side is just really there for the kill spells. I don't think your creatures do much of anything in there.
I'm a fan of Double Snufflegator, and I'm also a fan of the Dust Pixie Nature's Call. I know that you're a fan of that card, that combo.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, that could be like you might just get an early key on turn 2 out of a Dust Pixie into Nature's Call combo. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at Wom Racer. This is Wom Racer, Medina Ibanez Rat. Spanish, I guess, with the Enye? I don't know.
Possibly.
Ibanez,
yeah.
What are we looking at here? I like Mind Barb. I've been seeing more Mind Barb in decks, and it has an Amber on it. It's helpful.
It's great. 3 Fates is really good here against the Brobnar list.
That's a good tool. Let's see how hard the 3 Fates hits, right? Is there other board wipes in here besides 3 Fates?
Now you got like a couple Fears. This deck does not have much of anything on the board.
Whoa. Look at the Shadows list. It is 11 creatures and Pawn Sacrifice. Wow.
Yeah, but they're all weenies though. Like so, 3 of them are Silvertooths.
But there's 11 of them.
Yeah.
This is not the typical Shadows list.
Yeah. Also, not a lot of key denial here either. This one has even less. I'm looking at it. You got the 1 Urchin. You got a Naughty if it lives.
There is a chart.
Is that it?
No, there's
Okay, yeah, there's a Shred and there's a Schuler and there's Shaffles.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, on the other hand, though, the little dudes look like they can generate Amber a little bit faster because, like, the 3 Silvertooths, the Urchin, the Time Traveler. So, like, it can help them get to a lead. But yeah, this one's just going to be a race, really. Like, you have very little key denial on both sides. One side has a lot of board control, but the opposing side doesn't have a lot of things to control. So I don't know if that'll matter. I think it just comes down to whether or not Colleen can build a board. I think if Colleen builds a board, it's over.
Do you think this deck can combo off with the Help from Future Self and the Reverse Time? Like, is there a combo there? There's an Access, there's a Phase Shift. Like, maybe you just go a heavy Logos turn into 11 Shadows guys. 3 Silvertooth. Maybe that's the deck.
I mean, so, like, let's say you wanted to do that. The Reverse Time Library Access is a much harder combo to pull off than an FTC Library Access.
Yeah.
Time Traveler makes it easier, but there's no guarantee that you'll be able to do it, or even if you do it, you won't get through your whole deck.
There's a Phase Shift. Like, this could happen.
Yeah, but Phase Shift into what, you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it'll help you get Amber. So if you're able to rip on the infinite library access, there's enough Amber producing cards that you can get all the way up to like 18, and the opponent doesn't really have a way to stop it. They can bait, but then you both still have 9.
I said charade. I meant Shaffles. I'm sorry.
Oh,
there's a Shaffles. Is there? Okay. Okay, I'm ready to watch.
They just want to get to lead.
I want to see how hard the Logos board goes off, and I want to see if these Shadows guys actually stick around. That's what I'm interested in. There's audio in this. I'm gonna keep it low.
Or off.
We'll keep it off.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I look at this one. This one does feel like it's Colleen's to lose.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see if. I mean, because like there's the fact that neither player has much key denial, is concerning.
I want to watch.
Right? Like,
who gives the deck back first? I think Colleen's going to look at the deck for longer.
If somebody gives a deck back after 30 seconds, they're done.
Yeah, they're done. Like, this is the most important part of the game right here. You are making a game plan. And if I'm Tyler, I'm realizing that I don't think I have enough board control. I need to make sure I have enough board control, or else you're in trouble.
Tyler has one relevant piece of board control, which is the 3 Fates. So that's the card that can bring him back in the game. It's just like, you look at Colleen's board control, and it just kills everything. And like, Tyler has so many weenies that like Earthshaker and Heb the Huge can just slaughter. So like, if I'm Tyler and I'm looking across the board, and I'm like, okay, I see 3 Nature's Call, or 2 Nature's Calls. I see a Lost in the Woods. I see Heb the Huge. I see Earthshaker. I see 2 Relentless Whispers, which are disastrous if they hit like a Naughty or something. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's just Amber. We're racing. I'm just praying that all of my Amber producing cards come early, because these boards aren't sticking around. And I only have 1 semi-board wipe. And if she just gets like 5 Bropnar dudes and starts Master Reaping, I'm toast.
I think Colleen looks at the list and is afraid of the Logos side. I think.
The reverse time thing.
She doesn't have a lot of tools against it. Maybe she's looking at mimicry targets. I don't know. No huge artifacts in the matchup. Is that true?
I didn't see any. There was like a Dominator bubble.
Yeah, but like nothing like. There was no Secret Needle to go with the Bad Penny. There was no Nepenthe Seed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, this will be fun. And like, Tyler should mulligan really hard.
For what?
For bodies. Or not bodies, cards. So like, if I'm Tyler, if I see any hand that is less than 4 to a house, it's just an immediate putback. Because like, your route to victory is just going to be drawing cards. Because you're not going to be able to play to the board.
Huh.
So you want to have like good hand streaming where you're just like pumping out dudes.
Okay, so Colleen's mulliganing. I think she saw the bait in her hand, and she's just out. I saw Tyler with some Shadows bodies and a library access, and I think that's like, I think he found a hand. Maybe like, I like turn 1 ready shadow guy.
I know who you're talking about. Silvertooth.
Yeah. I think I saw 2 of them in his hand. Turn 1, like, here's my Silvertooth, get an Amber. I have a board presence. Not a bad turn. That's even better turn. Succubus turn 1 is phenomenal. Now she has to answer it. Let's see if she has the removal.
One of her 12 answers.
Yep, there it is. The best one. And then with the Reap. Okay. I like the pace that they're playing at. They both know the game. Like, you see they're actually playing cards quickly.
This is great for Tyler here. He got he put out 3 bodies, and 2 of them reaped, right? So he's getting value out of those bodies, but now Colleen does have to respond to him again. And while she does have a lot of removal, you're not going to have removal every turn. So there's like a decent chance that all these guys live.
Yeah. And, he's doing cards plus board. He's got the most guys. He made 2 amber. And he chose not to ram the Silvertooth into the other one. Which, look at that. It's not paying off anymore. What is that, a Silent Dagger?
Okay. I think that's the rare girl there that she played.
Selwyn the Fence.
Selwyn the Fence.
It grabs captured amber for you. It's weird.
And this is not a scary turn for you if you're Tyler. You have 2 dudes live, which is great.
If I'm Tyler, I'm disappointed.
The dudes that you have live.
Like, you should have attacked the Silvertooth into the Silvertooth and done the trade, because the dagger came down. But that's hindsight. We have the Axis turn, though. Here comes the Axis turn.
Yeah. This is... It depends on how much he can rip for. So, like, from the video on our end, we can't fully see it. But, okay.
Not getting the Succubus back. Relevant. Very relevant.
Wait, doesn't the Succubus get shuffled in?
No, it got obiletted, or whatever that card is. It's in the prison. It's gone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, forgot
it's
about that.
Gone. Okay, so he's done 1 card so far, right? He's done Help from Future Self. So he's drawn 1. Now he's drawn another 3. He's at 4.
Yeah, he's drawing 2 off this. Or
right.
3, sorry.
So 5 cards.
I mean, really, this is where you want the reverse time, right? Like, if you can get the reverse time here,
he's got it.
Then it gets scary.
He's at 6. 7.
Yeah, this is not encouraging.
I'm terrified as Colleen right now. He is going off hard. The combo is working. He's at 7. Here comes reverse time. Does he? Now,
if he had a reverse time, he would have played it by now.
No, he's holding it. He plays sloppy, so he's drawn 8 cards with the Time Traveler.
Oh, he has it?
Is that reverse time?
Okay.
Yeah. He's debating what he wants to shuffle in.
First there, right? Because if you reverse time, that immediately gets you the Time Traveler event back, which is another card you can draw, and it gets you your library access back. So, like, because your discard pile is only 3 deep when you started. So I just feel like if you had it, you would immediately go.
Yeah. Well, no. Now his whole deck is Logos cards. Yeah. He's drawn 9 cards, and I think his discard pile doesn't have library access because he played Help from Future Self first. His discard pile is the Silvertooth that he had to discard from the sloppy, and...
Oh, okay, that's where he messed up. Yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, why would you not get your library access back on the top of your deck? So what he needed to do, and actually we don't know when he got the reverse time, but you need to basically play the Time Traveler first, then play the library access, then start doing the shenanigans.
The Logos turn was for 9 cards.
And he got a lot of amber too.
Turn 2.
I wish we could see the full hand, because I just feel like he missed a big opportunity there with his sequencing. Because his board's not that big.
You think that he should have dug with all of his cards and then play the Time Traveler? I mean...
Well, I mean, I would try to engineer it in a way where you can double library access.
He still might.
Right.
Like, and also, take the double off the table. Like, he just made a whole board's worth of amber. He made 5 amber, played a whole board. It's honestly not that threatening looking at his board, I will say.
Yeah.
His board's a couple of weenies.
Yeah, 1 had the huge, and then it's just gone. Now, the amber's relevant, right? Because as we know, Colleen does not have any amber control really worth speaking of outside of bait. So, that could end up really harming her. By simply being like, she gets the board control, but by the time she gets it, it doesn't matter.
The Murmook is nice.
So there's a Murmook. Murmook takes away an amber, I guess. She low-key has like a pretty decent amount of amber herself. She's at 5, if I count that correctly.
Yeah.
So she's only down 1 amber. I mean, the key's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But as we know, Tyler doesn't have key control. So like that 5 amber is going to stick.
Is this just a game with very little middle of the pyramid?
The middle of the pyramid, they didn't get the memo. They're just pumping it out.
No, they got the core. He has 11 shadows, guys. He's going to reap for 11. Yeah. GG.
And then big plays on both decks.
Yeah.
So
Tyler's went off.
They're both there.
Let's talk about it. They're in the top 16. They got here because they have good decks. They're good players.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's all relative, right?
Yeah.
When we say a deck has problems, we're talking relative to other good decks. We're talking relative to decks that we would bring to a tournament.
Okay, Silvertooth. Do you ram Silvertooth into the other one with the Silent Dagger? I think I do.
Way.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
I would just reap because you're not going to win the board control battle long term.
You're winning it now.
Yeah, for now. But she has a bunch of board wipes to take you out. So what I would do is I would use the board as much as I can right now because also she's one really good Relentless Whispers turn away from just blowing this game open. And you have to have that on your mind. So her using her Silvertooth to kill a guy, who cares? I'd rather just have the Amber.
I think it matters because Tyler's playing from ahead right now as far as Amber and board. Taking down her Delta so that it's not he's going to be +4 either way, right? But now he's 5-1 and she's only at 4 Amber.
She has an Earthshaker in her hand. And this is why you just reap.
Yeah. What's that? Heb the Huge? Heb the Glare?
Yeah, and she might not even play the Earthshaker, but yeah. So your board's getting cleaned out anyways.
Bad Penny, go back to your hand. Come on, man. You got this. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Good Heb the Huge. that was a good play.
But okay, so this is what things that a lot of people miss, which is so the value trade delta wise makes sense to go Silvertooth and Silvertooth, but her board wipes that she has will kill her own Silvertooth in the process, and she's gonna have to play them if she has it. So she's gonna kill off her own Silvertooth. This guy just missed on an Amber, and if he ends up losing by 1 Amber, it's this type of play that burns him later.
No, I missed out on an Amber. I did. No, that was. Yeah. Hindsight 2020, but you're right. He has the removal. I'm on Tyler's side for that play, and I think it was wrong. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I just think if you're Tyler here, all you're doing is gaining Amber. You have to look at that deck and be like, I have no chance of winning the grinded out value control game. My only hope is that all of my Amber producing stuff is at the top of the deck. And he got some of it, right? He got the big library access play. He got that fast start. But now we're already starting to see Colleen's not that far away from turning the corner here.
No, she turned the corner. I think I'm upset that she didn't get to 6 Amber, but she cleared the whole board out.
No, Tyler still has plays because most of his deck's not logos, so he's going to be on a lot of 4-card hands that are a combination of Shadows and Untamed.
No. He played Reverse Time. Look at his deck and his discard.
No, shouldn't his discard be all logos at this point?
No, he reversed time. Everything flipped over. He's about to reshuffle.
Oh, my God.
Mind Barb was strong. Good Mind Barb.
Okay. And he got a Relentless Whispers out of it. That's great.
Yeah, he's just on a different clock right now as far as his deck timer goes. Fear for the Bear. Is he going to control the weak for Untamed? I don't. Well,
if I control the weak, I'd make him go Brobnar.
I don't mind that. She just played Brobnar for 3 cards. Brobnar's not bad.
It's unlikely she has more Brobnar cards.
I don't love giving her 2 Brobnar guys.
Now, one thing we didn't mention about Colleen's turn is she had both Heb and also had an Earthshaker in her hand, and she chose not to play both.
Really?
That felt super greedy to me. Because I think if you just have the extra Brobnar guy, that's better.
Is she? Is Selwyn the Fence? Is that a 3 or a 4? I think it's a 3.
She's a 3.
So she didn't want to lose her Murmukin or Selwyn.
I don't know if that's enough.
It only trades for the Dexter because the other 2 were 5s, Bookton and Dodger.
Yeah, it's more about chaining yourself with the card.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then also you don't have the extra body within Brobnar because her best plan to victory is building a good board, and you want to have a good board of one particular house. So and Brobnar, that's what you want to get 5 Brobnar dudes.
And Earthshaker wouldn't go away.
But she just had a really gross turn there. So she just hit him with the Relentless Whispers and hit him with the the Ghastly Hand.
Ooh.
So
when Ghastly Hand hits, it's a bad. Did it hit? No, right?
it didn't hit, but like Tyler's in a rough spot now. So she didn't forge a key, right? But she has so much amber now. Like she's at about almost 2 keys worth of amber, and he has no real way to interact with it. Now he himself has a key, and he has 3 amber. So and he just got Time Traveler.
He's got Library Access Time Traveler again.
Exactly. So like this is his play, right? You just got to get the amber before it's too late.
We're 5.
Mother. That's a nice card.
6.
Is that a lab work?
No, it's a sloppy.
Oh, even better.
Is that okay? So access for 6. So, I mean, it's not like it's good. That's a good. I guess.
Yeah, I guess the question is how many new logos cards did you get off of that library access?
And it also doesn't put him. He's putting no pressure on Colleen. He got to 6 amber, which is good. But she has a Murmook, so it doesn't actually matter. He has to get to 7. It's already stopped.
Yeah, and so she's at 5. So what's going to happen is she's going to generate at least 1 amber. He can't stop it. And, well, he has a Dodger, but the Dodger's damaged, so can't really do anything about it.
I want to see Colleen go to like 8 amber right here. Colleen has to forge back to back. That's the pressure she needs. I mean, she will, but I want her to be like above 6. Untamed. Okay.
Okay, so there's a 6.
There's the bear that ran away. Nature's Call is there. So is Lost in the Woods.
So if you Nature's Call, I think you definitely just shove Dodger, Mother, and Archivist.
Do you play Lost in the Woods?
Would I play Lost in the Woods?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you know me, I'm greedy. I want that amber. I'll put Selwyn and the bear back in the deck. She might put Heb the Huge.
Well, because if you bounce the logos, guys, he can't replay them, right? His hand doesn't have logos in it. So the Mother and the Archivist are just dead cards. And it looks like she is playing Nature's Call.
Okay. So those 2 are gone. Yeah. Who is she gonna shuffle? I put Selwyn away.
Wait, is she not? Oh, she's bouncing her own guy.
She wants the board wipes. Well, she has to. It's Lost in the Woods. She's gonna play the Nature's Call for the 2 logos guys. You're right about that. They're dead cards and they should be back in his hand.
Well, okay, if you're gonna Nature's Call, you don't want a Nature's Call the Time Traveler. You want to Time Traveler. You actually just want to leave him out there. He doesn't do anything.
Oh, clean. Look at that play.
Which one's that one?
She got the Archivist, and that's it. Left the Time Traveler on the board. Good call.
Okay, so she Nature's Called, pulled her own stuff back up, and then replayed it. Okay, that's fine. Because also now she's at
Nature's Call is up to 3. It doesn't have to be 3. Nature's Call is busted.
So she bounced her own Remove to heal it. Right?
Oh yeah.
And then bounce the Archivist.
Okay. What a card. That card is ridiculous.
I kind of just like the turn more if you don't play the Lost in the Woods, because just playing the Nature's Call to kill Tyler's board without sacrificing 2 creatures of your own seems better.
It seems like she values.
And also, I'd rather have that Mother.
She wants to Heb the Huge play trigger again. I mean, she sees the work it did.
That's
just
not valuable enough.
Well, I don't know if it's valuable enough. I don't. I probably leave Brobner on the board. I want to get those guys rolling.
Yeah, just having the 2 Brobner dudes enables her on a following turn to just have more beeps.
I'm just saying that's her justification. I think.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And, I mean, I don't mind it. Is that no? That's fine.
Mind Barb.
Well, Mind Barb for Coward's End. That's fine.
That is a great hit for Colleen because she doesn't want that card.
Yeah.
That card is trash for her.
Yeah.
Oh, control the weak again. If you control the weak here, I think you just say Untamed. Because then all she can do is reap once, maybe play a card. Because now that turn really helps Tyler out there, because he's not going to be in a position to forge and have a couple amber left. Colleen's going to do a whole lot of nothing on her turn. I mean, we don't know what he forced her to pick, Wait, is that-
Brobnar.
Oh, that's a mistake.
It
Oh,
should have been
no.
Shadows.
What are you doing, man?
He's afraid of his keys.
No,
His
it should have
Amber
been
going
Untamed.
away. I don't know.
She doesn't have any Untamed cards. She has one Untamed card on the board and played all her Untamed from hand.
You're right. Yeah, she played like 4
And more
Untamed.
importantly, he saw her pull 2 Brobnar cards out of the way. Right? So, like, you're clearing space in your hand for it.
Maybe he got baited by the getting
Shuffling
lost in
them
the
back
woods.
in.
You play Lost in the Woods and then they all go away. And it's like,
Bad
oh,
read.
that means Brobner's a safe play because she just got rid of her own board. That's like an in-person tempo thing, you know? I don't know. Phase shift for Schuler. No, Shaffles.
Shaffles.
Oh, gross card. It's not going to live. It's going away.
Okay, kind of a soft turn from him. So this gets Colleen back in.
It is 2 keys to
in
2
prime
keys.
position.
We are in the end game.
She's in a great spot. If you just go Brobnar here and reap 3 times, it's not entirely a wrap because Shaffles is there.
No, blood money. That makes the reap.
Okay,
that
yeah,
makes
now
the
it's a
fight more valuable.
It's a wrap. Because she just has to fight him once. Like, kill the Shaffles and then reap with the other 2 guys. And that's it.
Well, I mean, does he have the... it's going to be like the Schuler or something to steal one. She's only at 6.
I think he has a... Does he have a Schuler in this deck?
He had one.
He has a Schuler. He's already played his Urchin.
Yep. He's holding 5 Shadows guys. And he's got an Archive.
But none of them do anything.
Yeah, they're all
Oh, the
slow.
Archive. Okay. Yeah, a lot of silver tooths in there.
He's going for it. Yeah, play to your outs. He is holding no Logos cards.
He doesn't have any outs. Oh no, he has a Dexter in the deck, right? Or
yeah, Dexter is an out. That's a good out. Draw. Heart of the Cards. I mean, it's a cool card, but it's not going to do it. All right, good game. Game to Colleen, top 16.
Yeah.
All right. What was she holding? Oh, she was holding other cards. She had the bait.
Yeah.
So, a recap. Let's pause this.
So see, he was down by 4.
Yeah, he was racing. He had 2 really good library access turns. Oh, let me do this.
Which helps a lot.
Now we're just talking. Right now it's just us.
Yeah. I mean, are we still on stream?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Okay, cool.
My camera's a little messed up, but that's fixable. I was disappointed that both decks didn't have enough Amber control. I think Colleen's had enough, but
I think at least Colleen had board control. Mm-hmm. So like board control is a very soft version of Amber control because if you can kill your opponent's guys easily, it prevents them from reaping, which is kind of prevents their Amber. But ultimately, like if your opponent gets to 6 and your only out is like I have to Spectral Tunneler.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I had to go back to the deck list. Like, does he have any outs here? And you look like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there was the Schuler, there was the Urchin, and the Dexter. The Dexter was a good pick. But I mean, I like that at the end at the 11th hour, he's like, I'm going to declare Logos. I will draw my card. I will look for my out, and not find it. But I mean, he knew it was there, so that was cool.
Yeah, you got to shoot for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, like I think Tyler had the cards you need, right? Because like you look at this match and you're like, he's a big underdog.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the big Logos churn. He got another big Logos churn.
I think the game was won when Heb the Huge came down and wiped his whole board. Because that's Tyler's strategy, is to play his weenies and get them to reap. And if we were looking at the Netherlands results, if you remember that,
mm-hmm.
the board control was minimal. There were poison waves every here and there, but there was no Brobnar board wipes. There was none of that. Maybe if his board would have been survivable in a different metagame. And that's why we're looking at the top 16 and working our way up through, take 16, 8, and 4, because you still see a wider variety of decks and tools.
I wish I could have just gotten a better look at that Logos churn initially, and just see if there was any way that you could have doubled library access there. Because I do think you need to shoot for the stars on that play. Mm-hmm. Like, Colleen made very few mistakes. Like, all of her mistakes that she made, you can actually justify. Like it's like one of those things where you're like, I see why you did it, but I would have done something different.
She made choices, but no mistakes.
Exactly. Whereas I feel like Tyler made a couple more blatant mistakes, but he was also an underdog too. So like if you're the underdog, you can't make mistakes, and you have to go for bigger plays.
I think he was a matchup underdog. I don't think he was like explicitly an underdog, and maybe he didn't realize the tools in the matchup until Head the Huge came down. Maybe
he just didn't look at it. Maybe he's like, oh, okay, I feel pretty safe. When he controlled the weekend of Brobnar, that was pretty egregious.
That was a bad play. That was a missed play that should have been untamed.
Yeah, because like ultimately for me, the perfect control the week target is whatever house you just played. Like if you just played a house, and in particular that house does not have a lot on the board, that is the perfect control the week target. And so like, she could have held on to a Lost in the Woods, right? She or actually I would have discarded the Lost in the Woods. And she chose to play both, right? That's a pretty clear signal. Like I have more than enough removal for your board, but I'm just trying to get rid of these untamed cards, and I'm going to be left over with just 2 untamed bodies, one of which you're going to kill on your disc turn. That's where you need to force him into the untamed.
It's hard to count Tyler's resources because he went through his deck and shuffled so many times. He played Control the Week a couple times, and I don't think any of them were optimal.
The first Control week,
he played it for Brobnar when she had 2 Brobnar guys out and went boom, boom, Earthshaker or something. And I
don't remember being offended by the first one. I just remember the one where he said Brobnar. I was like, oh my god.
I remember it being suboptimal.
Yeah,
is all.
And again, and like a lot of times that won't matter. Right? As we saw, his deck was able to generate Amber, and when your deck is able to take the lead, mistakes don't matter. Like if you win on blowouts, and I'm sure this has a lot of games where he's just ripping off Time Traveler and Library Access, and nothing he does matters. But when it's close, this is where all these like little decisions matter, and this is where like key control matters and the big plays matter. As you get higher on our pyramid, that's where this stuff matters. And and I don't know if it would have won in the game, right? But like that game was close enough that he would have had more of a shot.
If he had 1 or 2 turns with that big board, I think he still would have come up short, because the bait and switch would have hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm happy with that game. Let's wrap this one up. This was the top 16 of the Adepticon tournament. Congratulations, Colleen, and we'll see you for the next video. Thanks.
All right.